Hello everyone, I'm Tom. Welcome back to my kitchen. It's fall, so we're going to look at one of those pretty unknown root vegetables that you probably maybe ate once in your life. We had it every Thanksgiving growing up, and it is a rutabaga, or as they say in Wisconsin, a rutabaga. But it's related to turnips. It's in the cruciferous family. So it's related to cabbages and broccoli, and because it has that relationship to cabbage, yes, it's very gassy. So, it might not be the best thing to have with a crowd, but we're going to make it tonight anyway. And you can see that I'm peeling it because they all come dipped in wax to help preserve its shelf life so that it doesn't dry out on the shelf. So just taking your basic vegetable peeler, we're just going to peel the wax off. The outside is almost yellowish, it's purplish, but inside, as you can see, it's mostly just a nice dark shade of yellow, maybe hinting on orange a little bit. And let me get the top we won't worry about because we're going to need to slice that off anyway. So here's the finished product. There's the stem end. So it is pretty tough of a vegetable. So I'm just going to have a nice flat end here, put that down, so now I can slice through it. And then from this, I'm going to make some 1-inch slices. Turn it, cut them again. So see, I'm getting like finger-sized pieces. And this I'm just going to put into water and bring it to a boil. Let's do the other half. And we're going to boil these just as you would potatoes, and we're going to just mash them. You can cube those, a little olive oil, oven roast them. Growing up, we always just had them mashed. They sometimes can have a little bit of a bitter flavor to it. So then you add your little bit of maple syrup. Now, rutabagas also have another name. They are called Swedes, because people in Sweden like them, I guess. So what's a better thing to have with a Swedish vegetable than Swedish meatballs? And just so that you know, I don't cook everything from scratch every night of the week. Most nights I do. But, there's a lovely little store called IKEA. And you can get these lovely meatballs from them. So this is a nice, just over 2 pounds, because it's a kilo, because they're European. But it's always, what are you going to make a sauce to put on that? So we're going to turn back to Mom's favorites, and good old cream of mushroom soup. So this, if you didn't realize it, is they sell big cans of cream of mushroom soup. So this one is 22.5 ounces. So normally when you're having it as soup, you're going to have a cup of the condensed soup, a cup of, or the same can size of milk or water. So that's a kilo of meatballs. We're going to have mashed potatoes or maybe egg noodles with these, so we want a lot of the sauce that goes with it. So I actually started with 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Then instead of using milk or cream, since we're not having this as a soup but as a sauce, I used 1 equal portion, 1 can worth of beef stock because I don't want it so much soupy but saucy. So just as an experiment, I just thought I would try this time, is how many mushrooms are in a can of cream of mushroom? So I have my bigger pot here that I'm going to put the meatballs in with the sauce, but I have a sieve. Let me just grab a pot holder. And let's take this 2.5 quarts of cream of mushroom, condensed soup, and beef stock, and let's just pour that through. You know, maybe you don't care, maybe you don't like mushrooms anyway. You know, you probably could use cream of celery because that sounds delicious. Or as my friend Marcia would just say, a cream of crap. So, okay, that's gone in there. Give this a little swirl. And look at this. So I don't know if there's even a half a cup of mushrooms in there. So I don't tell my friends that I'm using cream of mushroom soup because I'm going to take that and I've pan fried in bacon fat a pound of baby bellas. So a little richer taster than just plain white mushrooms. I'm going to add that right to that. And now it looks like I made a delicious mushroom sauce from scratch. Now, if that's too thick, I can always enhance it with a little more milk. Or if you want to, you could add a little bit of sherry to that. If you need it a little spicy, you know, we have our good friend, the nutmeg, which would be great in this. Another good spice to add in here would be allspice, which allspice is not a bunch of spices, it's an actual thing called allspice. So we're going to add some of that after we put the meatballs in, let them cook, see how it all flavors, because I'm not sure what IKEA uses to flavor the meatballs. So, okay, so we're going to have this, we're going to have the meatballs, we're going to have our mashed rutabaga, we're going to have either buttered noodles or mashed potatoes, and then to have it on the side, you know, we always hear about good old lingonberries. So a little tart, so maybe they've added too much sugar here, I don't know. But you can do that if you cannot find those in your store. I think whole cranberries would be another good substitute. So again, I made a vegetable, I might peel some potatoes, but other than that, the soup came out of a can, the beef stock came out of my freezer, so I added a few little mushrooms, not too much work, and this meal is just about done except for boiling noodles or making mashed potatoes and adding a kilo of meatballs to the sauce and checking for seasoning. So that's it for tonight. Until we eat again. Thanks for joining me. Bye.